Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I'm Death from Above. Today, I want to kind of go over the guns from the God Roll reset this morning, talk about some of my highlights. I'm going to call this the guns to get week 8 of Age of Triumph. So we're going to go through the highlights. We're just going to hit a couple guns that I think are some of the best of the week that you might want to think about picking up. So if that sounds like something you're interested, come along with me on a fantastic voyage and let's do this. So the first gun I'm going to mention may not be one of the God rolls, but it's an interesting gun to me. It's the Assembly 2 auto rifle. It's a high rate of fire, low impact auto rifle from new Monarchy. This one comes with hidden hand, perfect balance, high caliber round, snapshot, and hot swap. All good talents, all good things. And it's an interesting gun. This is the first gun I bought when Rise of Iron came out from the vendors. So I decided this is probably a gun that you might want to get if you like high rate of fire auto rifles right now in PvP. Hidden hand's good, perfect balance is good, and high caliber rounds is really, really good. So not as good as it once was, but it's still pretty good. So that's the Assembly 2 auto rifle from Executor Hideho. Is that his name? I don't know if I'm remembering that properly, but it's right here. Grab it if you feel like that's something you want. Next up, we've got the Crucible, good old Roni 5520, I believe is his name. Got a couple guns here we're going to take a look at. First up is the 0-Day Delimma, the auto rifle, high impact, low rate of fire auto rifle, but this one's got a plus ender personal, armor piercing, but mainly the top section is what I'm interested in. Glass half full, perfect balance, and spray and play. Pretty good set of perks to have in combination on a decently stable auto rifle as it is. High rate of fire auto rifles are pretty stable usually. So that's something to think about on that 0-Day Delimma. Next up, I want to take a look obviously at the Palindrome. It really, if you get that range perk, it's pretty dang good every week. This one has the reinforced barrel, not rifled barrel, so it may not be the God roll if you got the one with Icarus a couple weeks ago, but it's got hidden hand, it's got triple tap, it's got spray and play, and lightweight if you so choose. It's another good Palindrome this week to grab. And then the last gun I'm going to bring your attention to at the Crucible Quartermaster is the Event Horizon. It has hidden hand, quick draw, snapshot, life support, army of one, and the short gaze scope. This is something I was pretty interested in on PlayStation. I don't really have a good sniper, so I might pick this up later in the week, but that is definitely a gun to get. So a couple good guns at the Crucible Vendor that you might want to grab. Taking a look at the Vanguard Vendor, there was two guns that stood out to me as guns to get this week from Vanguard. I know somebody mentioned the X Asterisk looked pretty good to them. Brace frame I like on fusion rifles, unflinching, Icarus, snapshot, hot swap. That's a good fusion rifle. But the two guns I'm talking about, we have the Angel's Advocate, another God roll, in some opinion, maybe my own. Outlaw, perfect balance, reactive reload. I think that's a really good perk combination, something to look at for PvP or PvE really, because reactive reload is going to give you that extra damage, Outlaw is going to give you that quick reload, and perfect balance is going to give you good stability. It has the red dot, the range lens, and the rifle scope. If you think that looks good, pick it up. I'll probably be picking that gun up on Xbox. And then the Bonecrusher. I love this gun because of Feeding Frenzy. I've really come to love machine guns in PvP, and Feeding Frenzy is very, very good in PvP because what you do is you get that kill. If there's no more enemies to crowd control to death, you hit that reload button and you reload blindingly fast if you have backup ammo. It's Mayhem Clash this week still, even though Iron Banner's gone, so this might be a good gun to get for that Mayhem Clash fun playlist. You can run rifle barrel for the extra range too, and crowd control is always good on a machine gun. I will mention for Dead Orbit, the Extremophile and the Keystone are always pretty good. The Extremophile this week with perfect balance, high caliber rounds, quick draw, spray and play, and hidden hand is good, as well as the Keystone. Usually it has crowd control right here. It does have small bore, which I don't like. It does have explosive rounds and snapshot though, and it's a high impact scout rifle. So those two are solid performers right now from Dead Orbit. They usually are every week though, so don't doubt that one. It's a good setup. And cleaning up with good old Lakshmi. There's two guns here. These two are usually really good. I'm not a big fan of the well this week. Some people may like it. I didn't think it looked too good. We do have the Wounded Scout Rifle, always a good choice. Stellar, high caliber rounds, triple tap, crowd control, or perfect balance. I was talking about this one if I was running PvE. I would probably run lightweight, triple tap, crowd control. If I was running PvP, I'd run the top section, high caliber rounds, perfect balance, crowd control. So it does come with the OEG scope, the focus lens, and the red dot. Big fan of that gun. I like it a lot. I've got a full auto version that I just love to death. And then the Wormwood, fitted stock, high caliber rounds, and hidden hand. You can't go wrong with this gun really. So no different this week than most weeks. A lot of these guns you can start to notice a pattern. The archetype makes them just good choices all around most of the time. So there you go, guys. Those are my picks of the week. Those are some of the ones that I saw that were the best. But what did you think? What were your favorites of the week? Which ones are you going to pick up? And which ones are you using right now? So let me know in the comments, and let's talk about some guns, man. Check out the links in the description if you want to be a part of it. I've been doing a lot of streaming lately on YouTube and Twitch, so go check those links out in the description. If you want to do a raid with me on PlayStation or Xbox, send me a message on Twitter or get in my Discord, and we'll do something like that. But until then, and until next time, I'm Death Rub, and I will see you later. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to see more. See ya, bye!